defense, then offense.
What's going on, guys? Mike here, and I know it's been a couple days since I've posted a Guild Wars 2 video, and to be completely honest, I'm actually getting a little bit bored of the game. Endgame was a little bit stale for me, and I don't know, it's just not like the original Guild Wars like I hoped it would be. It's still a very fun game, it's just for me, I'm getting a little bit bored here. That's why I'm trying to do some PvP, trying to get back into it. It's a little hard, you know, actually enjoy the PvP because I feel like it's still a little bit. I don't know. It's just not the same that I felt like. But anyway, this is actually a build that I've just been kind of theory crafting in my mind, and I kind of wanted to put it onto paper, or I guess put it into form and actually test it out. I was gonna get some combat footage for you guys, but I kept trying to queue with this guy here, and it just won't work. And I really wanted to make a video, so I figured I'd just theory craft this. I have played some games with it, and I have gotten crazy outcomes with this build. DPS wise, survivability wise, it's absolutely ridiculous. Um, so let me just open up my skills here, or my traits, my slots, my traits. Here we are. Um, I guess I'm gonna call this the Minion Master. Uh, I'm not sure if that's like exactly what it's called or not, but I'm just gonna call it the Minion Master skill build here. So pretty much, if you couldn't tell already, everything or all my abilities revolve around summons, so minions. I'll go over them really quick before we get into the traits, actually, just so you could visually see. The first skill that I'm using here is my Blood Fiend. What this guy does is he deals damage and he heals me based on how much damage he does. And apparently he is invisible and doesn't feel like showing up. Alright. Next up here is my Bone Minion. They just do standard damage, and I'm not... Oh, there they are. Okay, I want to know why this guy is not here. I don't know where he summoned. I'll summon him after. But these pretty much just do damage, and their secondary ability is their Putrid Explosion. Pretty much when you explode them, and it just deals actually a pretty high amount of damage. Plus they poison because of a trait that I have, which I'll go over in a second. My third ability here is my Bone Fiend. Your Bone Fiend pretty much attacks at range, and he cripples. Every 10 seconds, he cripples somebody, and then you can activate him, and it pretty much makes him stationary. He can't move, but all his attacks immobilize. Or I guess immobilize your Bone Fiend, and it will immobilize foes. So I guess maybe it's just for one attack. I'm not sure. It could be bugged because he is moving. I'm not sure if he's supposed to be moving, but that's what that does. Then we have our fourth ability here, which is my Summon Shadow Fiend. And my Shadow Fiend, he does some pretty big damage, actually, 350 per hit. He looks pretty dope, too. And when I use his ability, he actually blinds. So he'll teleport to the target and he blinds them for 3.5 seconds, which is actually really good because since most people are playing warriors and range classes, the blind is absolutely incredible. For even just one attack, I think it's amazing. Okay, and our fifth ability here is my elite skill, which is my Flesh Golem. The Flesh Golem is another one who does big damage. I'm going to summon all of them here because they look cool. The Flesh Golem does some serious damage. As you can see, he's hitting for 770, and he attacks at a fairly fast pace, and he also cripples every time he attacks. And then what his active is, it's a charge that does crazy damage, and it knocks down a foe. As you can see, right there. He's an insane elite skill, and for the 40-second cooldown, because of how I'm traded in on it, it's ridiculous. Or the 48-second summon time. And this is the Blood Fiend that I was telling you about. And his ability that I did before is you use it and it sacrifices him and he heals you. So this is pretty much what the start of every game looks like. I summon everything and I run out. And if you could just imagine charging into a bunch of people, or even trying to defend a point and one person coming at you and you have all this defending with you, it's kind of intimidating and it's kind of hard to actually, do what you want to do and try to beat that guy. Because I'll go over my traits right now, because this is exactly why it's so hard to kill me. We're going to start here in power, or I guess you can call it power. It's just spite. That's the name of it. Excuse me. Spite. I'm not going to go over, I guess I'll go over these. This gains life whenever you kill something, and 5% power is given as bonus to healing. Then I'm using Spiteful Removal, which is whenever you kill a foe, you lose a condition. And I'm using Training of the Master, which minion damage increased by 30%. I don't think there's anything else that's really good here. Signature charge faster, Great Retaliation went through Death Shroud. Nothing here is really good. Yeah, so that's why I went with, whenever you kill a foe, you lose a condition, just because it seems to be a little bit better, just in case I do take someone down and they have a poison on me, it will get removed. So I went into that. Now, this is pretty much the big one here, Death Magic. I went full 30 points into this tree. Your 5 point here is Summon a Jagged Horror whenever you kill a foe, so that's another minion I get whenever I kill somebody. Then you gain 20 toughness for each minion under your control. So as you can see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus any jagged horrors that I get spawned out of that. So, it stacks up pretty high, and it just gives you more survivability, which is why it's very hard to take down. I feel this Minion Master 1v1. I feel like it might be the best 1v1 class. I'm not 100% sure. And then our 25 point talent here is 5% toughness gives the bonus power, which means I'm going to be doing more damage. As for our little runes here, I'm using Minion Master. So actually that's where I got it from. Minion Master sounds cool. Minion skills recharge 20% faster, which means I can summon everything faster, or I can use their skills much faster. Then we have Flesh of the Master. Minions have 50% more health, which means they're going to be more survivable, obviously. Harder to take down if people want to focus them. And then Death Nova. Whenever a minion dies, it explodes in a cloud of poison that lasts for 3 seconds. So that works really well with these bone minions here. So I can explode them to deal damage, and then plus they have this little poison cloud, as you can see, that deals damage as well. So, if people want to focus them down, they're going to get poisoned, and plus I can just resummon them again, like 16 seconds summon time. Are you kidding me? And it summons after they're dead, so it's not like you summon it and then it goes on cooldown. Okay, and then the final tree went into here is 20 into Blood Magic. I put 5. You get your 5 point talent here, which is gain 5 seconds of regeneration whenever your health reaches 90%, and siphon health whenever you hit a foe. So that's good. More survivability since I'm always spamming my abilities right here. As for the runes, we have dagger skills recharge 15% faster, which are these skills. These are all dagger-based abilities. I find that dagger works the best. And then Vampiric Master, minions siphon health and transfer it to you. So that means while my minions are dealing damage, they're also healing me, which is another reason why this build is ridiculously insane, because I can just sit here like this, not move, and I'll stay at full health going 1v1 versus someone. It's hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious. As for the ability sets that I use, I have one here that is a scepter dagger build here. Wait, what was? Did I not have? Hold on one second. I thought I had a dagger in my main hand. I guess not. Hold on one second here.
You can never have too much treasure.
Strike your focus. Yeah. Yeah, this is the one I should be using. My dagger abilities here. It's melee based, so I only use it if I'm going melee against someone. Otherwise, I do swap to my scepter dagger, which allows me to cast at range. Pretty much just sit back, but most of the time I'm kind of up in people's faces with my dagger, because you got to think, I have all this toughness and all this lifesteal. I might as well sit there and deal some damage with it. So that is pretty much this build. Let's throw this here. Oh no, that's a main hand only. Oh well, fantastic. So that's pretty much this build. It's a lot of fun, and it adds a much, I guess, more exciting element to the game, because you're constantly worrying about your minions, using all their abilities. You're constantly casting, stuff like that. So it's rather than, on my warrior where I'm sitting there charging someone and then spamming one to just auto attack them like this the whole time. It does get a little boring on my warrior. That's why I decided, I'm going to PvP with a funner class such as the Necro. Hopefully I can get some gameplay for you guys in next, I guess in a future video. Shouldn't be too far until one. I have been trying to stream recently, but to be honest, I just haven't been really feeling Guild Wars 2 as much as I did in the past, or at launch. But anyway, if you guys are curious about the build, I suggest creating a Necro and testing it out. And, if there's stuff that you would change on here, please let me know in the comments, and we'll go from there. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Mike out.